seconds until minions spawn. First blood. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Shut down. Double kill. Killing Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Shut Shut down. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Has been slain. An ally has been slain. unstoppable. Destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Hello?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're there, nice.
They cut out.
No, I switched over to my computer because my AirPods are dying.
So you got the Nietzsche part then?
Yeah.
Beyond good and evil.
Yeah.
Oh, also the spoke Zarathustra. It's after he wrote about the Ubermensch, the Superman. So Zarathustra's constantly saying like, you humans suck. You should be striving towards the Superman or whatever. And it just reads super cringy because like, it was probably written before Superman was a superhero, and it's like German, and they say Ubermensch, not Superman. So like, it probably has a weight to it that it doesn't in English. Where you're just like trying to read this dense, esoteric parable philosophy crap, and it keeps saying Superman, and just thinking of this dude in tights. I don't know, kind of breaks the vibe. Ugh. Probably what I should have been doing now is reading these books. Got so many I haven't read.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not that many actually, but like some people have a stack of books always and they go through them. I just don't read that many books, but I have enough to last me for a while. think I'm almost bad at reading books because I get bored with the in-between details, so I try to read them really fast, and then I get fatigued.
Yeah, especially those books. I feel like you can't read them fast.
Well, the Nietzsche one, yeah. But even like like the Isaac Asimov books I'm reading now, it's kind of easy to read it so fast that you kind of don't remember it. And the thing is that I think I do that partially because I don't care about a lot of the story. I care about like the overall story, and I tend to really not care about individual characters, you know. But I feel like it probably kind of ruins the book to actually skip, basically skip over that, you know. So trying not to, but it's difficult. Oh, also, I was kind of disappointed with the first three Foundation books, but I guess Asimov wrote them in his 20s, so it kind of makes sense that they weren't as good.
Oh,
Whereas, uh, I'm reading the prequels now. There's two books that are prequels, and they're both longer as individual books. But then also even the individual books for the first three are like really several shorter stories put together. Not like tons, but like three or something. And but these prequel ones are just one story all the way through, and they're a little bit on the long side. So I like that way better because the extent that I do care about characters, uh, they actually develop. Whereas in the short stories, they're just like kind of one and done. It's funny. So I got the Tower of MRs, and Jordan tends to say something about that, but I don't know if it's like because I'll joke like just straight up like, yeah, makes it look like you're busier than you really are. But I don't know if he's responding like in on the joke or if he is actually impressed like, oh, that's a lot of work, you know?
I just like to keep my MRs small. I don't know about you. I mean, I picked at some of yours, and they're like, yeah, like a paragraph update here, paragraph update there, and then
Yeah, well,
probably a
that's
bigger
the
one.
thing. It tends to be the case where I just decided 'cause sometimes if they're like that, right? And there's like five of them,
30 seconds until
two
the
of them are one-liners, but they're all in different analyses. It's like it's just PIOD's updates. Who cares, you know? But then sometimes you start those and they're one-liners, and then all of a sudden they ask for something, and you're like, "Whoa, buddy, we can't do that." Like that's like 100 new lines or something, and you obviously can do it, but like I got to figure that out, and it blows up. And then if something goes wrong with that, that's really the big thing. If something goes wrong with that, that single analysis can't get merged, but then the other one-liners are just fine. And then you got to cherry pick everything out of it. And it's like, fuck that. Just start with separate branches. And you have the opposite problem, which is now you have to manage 7 branches, merge them all to produce a diff into a test branch, and then go back to the individual ones to make the edits. It's still a pain, but at least it keeps you more organized, I find. And what the fuck if I'm going to go through all that management work to just merge them into a single MR?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do them individually, baby.
I mean, if you know your features are disjoint, you don't even have to rebase them onto each other. You can just trust that like there's gonna be no conflicts, right? So I know that's the case with a lot of the updates I make.
That's the case with all of these ones, but I actually just use the same base, and because when I merge them into, occasionally there's like one merge conflict, because like for instance, when I move an analysis into a new file, like out of the big monolithic EODs file, there's less of them to do that with now. But initially, though, I was doing like 2 or 3 at a time, and then of course when I put the imports at the top, they occupy the same spot until they're merged, and then they have a conflict. It's an
Oh yeah.
easy conflict to fix. But if you're there's a few cases where maybe I edited a utils variable or something, and then that was different across the branches. But if they have different bases, then it gets extra confusing, I think, because you're like merging at like way distant parts of the timeline. So I just like whenever I start the week or the 2-week period or whatever, like that feature 2 ideally is like the one I stick with until the end of the cycle.
Oh yeah, same. I always like rebase, sometimes several times a week.
No, I mean like I'll purposefully not even pull the updates to feature 2 for like a week or maybe
Oh yeah,
even
just
2.
so your MRs are rooted at the same spot. That's not a bad idea.
Because sometimes a parse change happens or something and it causes change in the diff and you can't explain it or whatever. And usually it's fine, or maybe if it's something we expected or wanted, but it's tough it can be tough, especially, first of all, especially with reach and loss, but secondly, when you have 7 different branches that, you're not quite sure, like, because with PIODs, they're not completely separate. Like, there's a graph, an implied graph of dependencies, and so if you change one of the root dependencies, you might end up with several different results in the other ones. And that would just suck down top of that, be like, oh yeah, they're also like based on different states of feature 2, so basically just try to keep it as clear as possible. But I realized today too, I've been getting confused because I just create, my production branches are under ASB / whatever, usually, like PIOD / whatever. And, but these merge branches, I really want to make sure I don't have them hanging out with the production ones with the same prefixes. Because then, I end up with like sometimes 100 branches and I got to clean them all up. So I've been putting them into like test / PIODs and the date or something. And they're just throwaway branches that I merge everything into for that day, produce a diff, and I won't delete them right away, so I can still reference the commit and make a new diff, but it's kind of nice, and you just screw trying to like continually merge them in the same branch. So I've done that a couple times, and sometimes you like miss commit or whatever. Just screw it. Just create a new branch and just octopus merge every time. And that's been working, but I realized today that I've been using 2 different prefixes and didn't even know it. So sometimes I do temp and sometimes I do test, and I have enough branches under both that you can't tell if you like check all the branches with that prefix, because there's enough where you think like, yeah, that's what I've been using. And so yeah, I got like yesterday's merge branch was under test, and then today's was under temp, and I got super confused. So like, what the fuck's going on? But now that I know that, I'll just delete them all and try to remember to use test. I think is probably a better one. Maybe I should really put it under diff. That would be the smart thing to do. Oh, that's one annoying thing. So it's cool. I mean, you probably think this is stupid because you just knew this or something, but it's cool that you can just clone Git repo in just a folder on your computer to another one, and it'll track the other folder. That's super cool to me.
That is cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yeah. Well, I imagine that's got to be possible. Why wouldn't it be? But it does seem like a weird use case.
Yeah.
Anyways, but the thing is what's really nice is the parent one. So the remote in respect to the other is you don't, like I was trying to say, you don't have to push commits with it. You do have to make commits, but you don't have to push them anywhere. And the tracking branch will track those commits, you know, as if they were pushed because they're just already on the remote branch. You're directly making commits to the remote branch, right?
Yeah.
So that's critical because that's what I wanted. So that's cool. But what is annoying is that if you delete those branches on the remote repo, it doesn't automatically delete them, at least in some cases, but it seems to me just in all cases, it doesn't automatically delete them on the local, the secondary one, you know? Which is
Oh.
super annoying because then, you know, depending on what you're doing, does fetch always do that? Maybe you don't want to fetch them. Maybe you can just fetch one branch, right? Rather than all branches? Or
Yeah.
does it always fit everything?
No, I think you can just fetch one branch, pretty sure.
I think that's what I have to, if I go forward with this paradigm, that's what I have to do then, is have like a couple command line scripts that fetch the specific branch I want it to track. Because otherwise, yeah, you're going to end up with all these like orphan branches. That'd be a huge pain in the ass.
I tried the 2 repo thing for a little bit and I just got super confused. Like I already have enough to keep track of with all my branches and my stashes and everything, and then it's like, oh, this stash isn't here. Oh, I'm in 2. I'm meant to be in 1. Oh, I'm in 1. I'm meant to be in 2. Yeah, like I accidentally check out a branch in the wrong one, or like, I don't know, have an old state branch on another one. It's just too much to like think about.
My thought is that all of this functionality could be in server test, in the server test repo. So like if I go forward with this development there. So the second repo is really the same repo, but just, you know, tracking from one level deeper. It would get the updates just by polling. So basically, I'd probably just have it track develop. It could get hairy though if you're in the middle of. That's the problem though. If you're in the middle of like changing the analysis, so you have to change the tests, they'll be on a separate branch. Then you're gonna have to have that secondary repo pull that branch. You can at least have it only fetch that branch, but you still end up with the case where you got like different branches on different parts of the hierarchy based story. You know, it is annoying, but in theory, what I would do though is develop that kind of stuff on server tests, and then the secondary repo, you just have to tell it what branch to point to on occasion, I suppose. But then I would run command line tools to, you know, CD into that repo, do whatever it needs to do, and exit or whatever, you know, save the diff to whatever common folder, and like not in server test, basically. I point it at somewhere else on my laptop, I guess. And only have it so that it's not accessing like stuff I'm doing in Flux. And I suppose what I really mean is, yeah, mostly server core, because server tests.
Yeah, server test is usually static, or if it's changing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'd probably still have it on that split as well, because like I said, sometimes I'm first, what am I going to do? Change server tests and then not run a diff using that change? That doesn't make sense. So you probably, I think you're right. I think it would just be server core I would do this with. Yeah. Yeah. Plus server test is already kind of discombobulated me all the time. So I don't commit things very often. Usually like everything's in flux. And then at the end of the week, I'm like, okay, it's time to clean up server test and make a few commits. Try not to just make one commit that has like 5 files touched with totally random things.
Yeah.
Organize it just a tiny bit so the history makes sense, and then send it off. Oh, so you know how you're kind of competitive sometimes, and like if you see somebody like failing, you try to slide in there and come up with a better solution or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really intend to do that, but so I'm doing like POIDs this last cycle, and so I got Darcy and Richard, and usually Breach and Loss is fucking complicated, but kind of figured out how to go through her updates, and so it takes me like a day, unless they're really crazy. And I've basically refactored everything I can easily, so like I have the code generally mapped out in my head. And so anyways, you know, add a sequence or something, and then so it's like a day, you know, of work. And then Richard gives me all these PODs, like these 7 are just from Richard. And they're, you know, mostly simple changes, except for like one, but still, because they're different analyses, it takes a little longer, so that might be like 2 days or something. But then, so then I get to the fourth day, and I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Like, what's the ESG updates? And Richard's like, I haven't got to the documents yet. I'm like, oh, do you have anything to say about the PIDs? Oh, I haven't reviewed the diff yet. Oh, okay. What about Darcy? Oh, Darcy's on vacation? Oh. And it's like, fuck, what do I do? So I see that Minna's been working on the update to its judgments, and I can't believe I was just working on it. I don't even remember. I think it's change of law. No, cross acceleration possible. And so you know, but they haven't really said anything about it. They just kind of mentioned it like a one-off type of thing every other week. They're like, yeah, Minna's working on the level 2 stuff. It's like, okay. And it's not priority. Okay. But anyways, point is just like, now I'm actually sitting twiddling my thumbs. And I don't want to go back to Shadow Rest without fully committing. So I messaged her and just like, you know, hey, just wondering what's up with that. Should I take a crack at it? Whatever. And anyway, so the whole point of this though is do you like to kind of swoop in there? And apparently they were going to give this to Sean to do, since I'm doing Richard and Darcy. Like, are you going to load me up with 3 people, I think is the idea. So like, yeah, I'll just give it to Sean. Plus I think Sean's been working with Minna a lot. So it kind of made sense. But he's still doing whatever the hell with covenants with the others or something. I don't just, I don't even understand what the analysis is or anything. I just think it's funny that it's like, sounds like such an ongoing thing. Like, holy crap, must be like problems or something. So anyways, I swooped in and took over the, the analysis stuff they were going to give him next. Like, oh, we're going to give it to him next week, but I guess you can just do it because you're asking. And like, yep, brush that shit out. I think it worked out though because sounds like Sean's been working on the scraper, and at the very least, that's something that I would have to probably learn a lot about to figure out. So he kind of knows, he's already got his head in that game. Let him focus on that, and already got PIODs figured out. Don't do that shit.
I keep going back and forth in my head on how much PyTest could actually help us versus diffing. Because, like, the diff is kind of the test cases, right? Like, every change is something unexpected, and we need to validate if it's good or bad. I guess you could rule out the bad changes right away if it was PyTest, right? Like, we know this is good because we marked it as a test case. I feel like you're just still gonna have a lot of diffs that you're like, oh, I don't know if this is like I've never seen this before. This is a party I had no idea existed in this document or something, or the format changed. Like formatting is a big one, at least for parties. Yeah.
I don't know if this is, I don't think it is parties related necessarily, but one of our weird results was, okay, so you know how there's like 3 borrower 1 in the rulebook?
Yeah.
And it just says like, optional co and with a dash maybe, and then company, I think it's like project something or like project company. So I guess project is maybe optional too. Anyways, it's just a few things like that, and that's it. Very short pattern. And it seems like it doesn't actually, like, it's not going to really match that much. And so in these analyses, like the older ones, it says any borrower identifier string. And it's like, well, anyone? I couldn't be more specific than that. So there's like borrower 1 and borrower 2. But then there's borrower tunneled 1, right? And it's like, well, it does say any, but it doesn't say tunneled. What does it really want, And then I asked Richard, he's like, oh, that's just an old way of saying the borrower tunnel 1. That's just the one we want. I'm like, what the fuck's sake?
I mean, any of them would probably work. Did you look at the test case if they pointed out like what they expected to hit? Because that's what I usually do.
Well, that's the thing is like a lot of them are getting hit by just the borrower one because it just says company.
Yeah, then I just use the borrow one. But like if they want tunneled, I guess use tunneled. They're probably just winging it though too, so you could just wing it based on what they're expecting to match.
Well, I mean, essentially, yeah. But the thing is, though, is like, so you get the few expected results they want, but they're the easy ones. The thing is, though, they want the concept of a borrower, not the word borrower, right? So, and I could like guess that myself, but like when they write it kind of poorly, and really because it's bold is the problem. Then we pick up on the easy cases, but we're missing potentially some of the more complicated cases that are these definitions that the tunnel one picks up. So we could be losing some good matches. And so anyway, they just swapped them all out in this one analysis. I didn't realize Richard's like really sick right now.
Oh, really?
That's why he hasn't been talking to me much. And he did mention that he was sick the other day. He mentioned he didn't feel good and he was going to go to bed early. But he was also like at a birthday party, so I'm like, oh, you drank too much. Okay, yeah, no problem, man. Talk to you tomorrow. But turns out he like went to the hospital. I don't think he went there to stay there, but it was like, I don't know. He had some symptoms that were semi-severe, I guess.
Oh, from COVID.
So it was like, I don't think so. He said
Oh.
he had like a rash on his legs or something.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's like, is that monkeypox? What you doing, man? No, but I don't know, he didn't go into specifics, but he just said that like somebody said like you should probably get that checked out right now. So he went to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And I think they sent him right home. Like it was like, yeah, you don't need to stay here. I don't think he's like dying or anything, but apparently he's like really not feeling good. So
Oh, man.
I'm messaging him today, and he's like, I don't know, man. I'm tired and I'm sick. I don't know what's going on. And it's not like Richard. He's usually like, at least seems like he knows what's going on. So kind of funny. Feel bad. Putting all this pressure on him. Thursday, dude, you gotta go. It's like basically lying in bed, probably what he's talking about. But, oh, yeah. The reason I thought of that is that's why he wasn't messaging me. So I just went ahead and like, well, and that's the thing, borrower tunnel has the borrower 1 string in it, so it's like gonna match the same stuff anyway. So
Yeah, just in addition, it'll match some broader terms,
yeah.
but yeah.
So I'm like, screw it, so I subbed them all out. And we didn't actually get that many different results, but there was one result that wasn't good. And it was because it just matched project. And I don't know, like, does that make sense to match the borrower tunneled string? Would you expect project to match? I don't
Probably
know.
not. Half those are just bullshit. We have those in parties. Like we makeshift our own, get borrower definition parties or whatever. And like every single like merge, we have a bunch of bullshit that gets in that shouldn't get in. And it's super annoying. So I'm constantly tweaking those. I wouldn't trust any of those patterns at all, basically. Like
Yeah.
if it's returning an object that sounds like some bullshit to me, you probably need a new exclusion case. But then when used as part of a larger pattern, you probably never actually hit objects, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Exactly. Right.
And like whenever it asks for any borrower string, I just use the reborrower, whatever the base is that doesn't require some extra bullshit, because the pattern is shorter, it searches faster, and it hits like 99% of the same stuff. Because if it's bounded by wilds, right, it's like always going to match the same stuff pretty much. Maybe you get an extra like 5 characters, because if you use the tunnel one, you're getting like a prefix. But like, I don't know, that kind of optimization is just not worth it. So use the reborrower one.
Interesting.
The Chad
Yeah,
simpleton.
In this case, though, I looked at. I don't really know how the tunnel string, like the logic behind it, but other than it's tunneling somehow apparently. But so I looked at the definition of project. I'm not really sure where it was defined, I forget, but it looked like I read it, I'm like, I don't really see this. And then oh right, so it was the definition project, and I think in this document it's like not even a valid definition. Because it's actually part of, I think, what is the borrower. Because it was like 20, oh, and that's the thing. The company name, or the document name, but also I think this is the company that's the borrower, is like 2015 ESA, all caps, and then some other words, company or whatever. So it looked like it was correctly actually finding the borrower, it's just that the definition was incorrect. Because project was, oh yeah, it was like 2015 ESA Project Company LLC, and it just found project as a definition.
Okay.
And the thing is that, what was it? Oh yeah, the primary reference. Ooh, I am on my own custom parse still. I hope I didn't screw that up. I forgot to check if it was embedded. I don't think it is. Actually, oh shit. Might have been my fault. I might be on a stupid version of parse that's broken. Oh well. Well, anyway, don't tell anyone I said that, but might be the case. Ah, shit. No, anyways, the primary reference for the definition though was just project. That was the text. And the texts are lined up, so I think it probably was like valid that the definition code, that's the way it works. So it's like, huh, that's another level of problems. That borrower tunnel as well, it doesn't use build defs regex, so it just uses defs-re, so it partial matches borrowers, leaves off the S. Super annoying.
That was annoying.
Ooh. Oh, fuck. Hmm. I looked up the income. Well, actually, I didn't look that hard or anything, but a quick Google search suggested that the income range for network administrator, I think that's what it was between, I think it was like basically 80 to 90,000 was like the median. The low end being like 50 something, which of course like there's just some shit programming jobs out there, but then the high end was like 120 something. And I don't know, based on like the stuff you're doing, maybe not necessarily Amazon, but in general, it seems like the high end. Well, that's what it is though. You said that fintech pays better, right? So maybe that's why. But I felt like the higher end was like more in the neighborhood of like 150 or maybe a little higher.
Or like software engineering?
Yeah.
No, I feel like 200 is normal for like once you got 5 years experience. Like most people peak at like 220. The two,
Yep.
probably, I don't know, because with inflation and COVID and stuff, shit went wild. Everyone was getting 350. 350
Wow.
is like a for sure peak. 220 is probably like a reasonable peak. But if you stay out in like the Midwest at like a B tier company, then probably like 140, 150. But like that goes pretty far in the suburbs and whatnot.
True.
Yeah, if you move to San Francisco for like 220, I mean, it's also very good, but
So yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense then. So if you move to Manhattan or San Francisco or something, you got to be making 200 or something to
yeah,
make
it's
up.
funny. 100 in New York is like median income. I mean, it's really good. You can do everything you want, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
When rent is like, what is it? The average rent is 5K. And I mean, most people don't pay that. Most people I think are paying like 3K, but that's still like a lot. You consider you're making 100K, but you're paying 3K a month in rent. How much is that per year? 36K in rent per year. So like deduct that from your salary first off. I don't know.
Plus your taxes, so you take that 100K down to like 80 or something, right?
Yeah, I think the state, local, and city tax together, it's usually between like 7 and 9%. So,
And federal as well.
oh yeah, federal too. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the federal also applies if you're making more. Yeah, kind of a lot of hits.
So maybe even like 75K or something without checking. But yeah, so you take it down to like say 75 and then you take out 36 grand. And so you're left with, what does that bring you to? 39K take home? And yeah, you're right. It's probably still good. It's just not as good as it sounds.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm making 95 and living cheaply
Yeah.
in the Midwest. You gotta just play your cards right. I can't even gloat though, because like you totally got me this job, so.
You got the skills though.
True.
It's funny how relative it is though, because you're like, oh man, like 90 is so good, and it's like it is, but then you meet like venture capitalists and stuff, and people who don't even work for a living, and you're like, oh fuck, like I'm still gonna be working until I'm 60 to retire, and like, yeah, you can own a house that's huge, but like you're still working until you're 60 or whatever.
Yeah.
The thing about like that blows my mind about retirement savings and whatnot is they always tell you, oh, if you save like 1,000 a month, you could have like 3 million when you retire. But what is 3 million going to be worth in like 2050, right? Like it sounds like a lot today, but like then it's probably going to be like a humble little retirement. I don't know.
Right. Well, because even like right now, don't you need like $1 million to retire comfortably?
Right? I'm just thinking like, so you save up for retirement in the stock market, right? Which tends to return like 6 to 9%. But like if inflation is 9%, you're really making nothing, right? Like as your retirement savings aren't actually growing in terms of purchasing power. So like, what are you doing? It's not even worth it to invest right now until the market is going to return more than inflation. It's not even worth it to have your money in the market. So I don't know.
It's not even worth to have money. It's just negative value.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, dude, you have to just start a company or something, become like a Chad VC, and then you have like true freedom and like, yeah. Still wages. We're brokies, as they say. Oh fuck, this guy's gonna harass me. Kazakh spikes hurt so much.
My dad's been messaging me lately because he's been using a little bit of regex.
Oh nice.
But the funny thing is, he's just been like, even the one that he used that was like actually super simple. He said that he just like copy pasted it from Stack Exchange or something. And he didn't really know exactly how it worked, but it just fixed his problem. So you know, just ran with it. And I think all I did was he had like basically he needed to save some data in a CSV file, but the cells of the data contained strings which had commas in them. So naturally, when you split on the commas, like you're not just splitting cells, you're also splitting the text, which is no good. So you end up with invalid data. So he just, oh wait, that was one of his problems, but that was actually different. No, he was, the registered symbol rendering correctly. They were showing the question marks, and then those question marks were getting saved into something. And he wanted to reconvert them into registered symbols. So he just used like resub and a pattern that would match those symbols and sub them out for the registered symbol, which I thought was like a little risky because like that's not the only symbol that might generate a question mark. But okay, I don't really know.
Right.
I don't really know what you're doing, so maybe that's good enough for what he's doing. But anyways, he like didn't even know how that pattern worked. You know, it's just like he found the solution, it worked, and now he can move on. You know, but I'm like, man. Like, I could do so much more than that.
Yeah. And like less time, probably.
And, well, that's true too, but I just mean... I also have like a system, and I hope those are all registered. Doesn't matter. You want to get them back?
You just got really quiet again.
Really?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Hey, you're back.
Hey, is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. It must be just some stupid thing.
Oh, I didn't get my proc of Night Harvester because he had Spell Shield on. Otherwise I'd have a move speed to get away.
Zaldin watching? Can I start trashing him knowing that he's gonna cower in some fancy word as he hears me talking about him?
Yep. And the 2 Barons suck because they're up so much experience. They're all level 18. I mean, we'll hit 18 eventually if we can just not lose until then. So we'll catch up in levels, but it sucks to be down 2 Barons. That's the biggest thing right now. I feel like I just can't kill anybody. Oh, you gotta get him, you gotta get him. Oh no, don't let him get away. Nice. Okay, this is where we make our comeback right here. Oh, I'm coming for that Varus. Give me that ass. Give me that booty. Oh no, he's got like 10 HP, come on. The Shen shields, man, it's too much. Every fight he shields the Varus and Varus just goes to town on us. Like our bottom lane got completely demolished, same as last game. And Varus just got a buff this patch, so he's completely fucking broken. Like Varus has always been super strong, just nobody plays him. He's like Jhin, but better. But now with the buffs, it's nuts. Wait, did the Akali Shroud buff come out yet? I don't think that patch was released. I think it's come out in like a week. 100 energy. I don't remember if it was it always 100? I feel like it might have been 80 before. Now it's 100. It's for sure out, okay. Because a lot of times they release the patch notes and the patch comes out in like a week. Which is kind of shitty because they're like, oh, we're gonna nerf so-and-so, and then everybody knows they're broken right now, so they pick him, right? They pick or ban him. It's like, oh, well, they're nerfing him in a week, so I gotta play him now. So I always thought it was stupid they release the patch notes before they actually do the patch. That's like fucking bad design. Oh wow, I just got the Varus ultimate too. I was only looking for Morgana Q, but I got Varus ult with that too. His fucking spell shield though is so annoying. What's he got? The Edge of Night. Unless we pop that, there's just no hope. Can't even get a Harvester proc. And Shen is constantly split pushing because he knows he can join the fight anytime with his ultimate. He's constantly got some pressure. I think Garen still outscaled Shen. Shen's just more of a hassle to deal with. We popped Kha'Zix's Night Harvester. We need to blow up Varus though first of any fight.
Oh, I missed the Regiment's part. I kind of understand what's going on.
I don't feel comfortable baroning until we like kill a few of them. Oh, that was an amazing charm on Kha'Zix, but he gets the Morgana spell shield now too. So yeah, we popped his Harvester, but he's got Morgana shield. That's also annoying. Oh, that actually hit me. Fuck. Oh, I'm probably fucked here. Oh, get me out! Lord. Yeah, I can buy my item. They're gonna take Baron though, no matter what, unless Twitch can pop up and blow. Well, Kha'Zix is here, so they're not baroning now. I think with Twitch alive, he's too much of a threat to just pop up and get him, so they won't try it. The next dragon is Soul for both of us, so we really need that. Why is Diana at Baron when the Soul's coming up? Oh my god, no! Nice dodge and Morgana Q. That Kha'Zix is super weak. I kind of want to kill him. This is not warded somehow? But they'll probably Morgana Q this push even if it's not warded. So, are they on Baron? Did they just go to Baron? Diana was there forever and she didn't even leave a ward. What the fuck? Okay, so we get Soul, which is nice. Now the Soul is free. I can at least ward Dragon, maybe stop him. I'll I'll just let him know I'm here. Like I'm a scary presence here. You can't do this. You can't just up and do this, you fools. Get the fuck out of here. I'll wait for it to whittle him down a little bit. Maybe Morgana will cue this bush. Oh no, I can get him, I can get him. Wait, they did it already? Holy shit, wow, that was fast. Okay, never mind then. Bleeding. Here I was like waiting for the Baron buff to stack up on him, and it's like, wow, they actually just did it in like 5 seconds. They did it faster than we did Dragon. Oh, third Baron buff, man. Three Barons. So annoying to like clear super creeps for 15 minutes straight. At least Twitch can finally scale. Okay, we want to go mid, let's do it. Do we want the Kazakhs? There's the Morgana Q. Now we need the Verisalt. Where's the Verisalt? Throw it at me. Throw it at me. Throw it at me. Where is it? He didn't use it. Goddamn. Trying to bait it the whole time. Peeking out a shroud. I don't think we can kill this guy even if we catch him. He'll just ult out. He wouldn't dash to me. He knows that we're waiting. Oh, this Kha'Zix is trapped though. Nice. Diana ult. Holy shit, that was huge. Oh, we got the Varus. Clean up crew! Here we go! Oh, don't let this guy get away though, come on. Guys, floppy shit here. Everyone must die. I don't think I can catch him. Unless he takes this. We have 20 seconds. We can easily get mid inhibitor. I don't think we can end though. Well, maybe we can end actually. We got 15. Ah, but the Shen taunt is a big Debbie Downer here. Lichbane though. Oh no, the Lichbane fucking hit him. Fuck me. I don't think Garen can do it. Oh man, that sucks. Now they have a big chance to end on us, actually. Unless Twitch can sneak it. They're gonna try to end, but Twitch can maybe sneak it. I think they're afraid of Twitch sneaking it, so one of them recalled, but the rest are gonna push. Diana's up in 19 though. I don't think they can end actually. They don't have enough creeps around. No more Baron buff. We got supers spawning. I almost killed him.
It's funny. He's using this regex to pull the variables out of Earl I don't know what you call it, but you know, it's got the question mark and it's got the variables that are joined together by the and symbol.
Yeah.
Series of variables. So he's just using a simple pattern to capture the variable who you want to give it a name, and then it'll capture the value and return it to you. But what's funny about that is that you're using, like, you know, you can do stuff like that with our server with Flask, and it just does that automatically for you. And it returns to you something else, like just the variable. I don't really deal with it much, but you know, you'll access it differently in Flask because it's already done that for you. So it's kind of funny he's doing this by hand stuff. I don't know why, you know. But I suppose because, well, he's doing it in JavaScript first of all, but probably just not using, you know, some kind of REST API or whatever. I don't really know.
He's using a REST API to do regex.
No, I think he's not using, like, honestly, I don't know how all that stuff works. Didn't dive deep enough into it, but you know, he's not using some kind of a library that, at least to his knowledge, would do that for him. So it looks like he's just got his own function to parse those variables out of the Perl. I wish he had a harder problem because I want to send him some beastly regex pattern. But this is so simple that what he has is like totally fine. It's funny. He's just slapping that variable name in the pattern without escaping it. But the thing is it probably would only ever be normal characters, so if you pass it something crazy like that, you'd be making a mistake in the first place. It's not gonna have one of these company names with the accents or whatever.
Time to end it, boys. Easy end with the Elder. Let me see if I can stick him. Oh, a little too early. That's fine, you can't kill us anyway. Elder is so strong. Conqueror with Lichbane? Maybe. I feel like if you go damage items like Lichbane, then you don't get full stacks of Conqueror before they're dead. In a team fight, I guess it could be worth it. Although in a team fight, you're so squishy and like Glass Cannon that like you're probably dead before you get full stacks. So 1v1, they're dead before 6 stacks of Conqueror. Team fight, you're dead before 6 stacks of Conqueror. I feel like with Lichbane Electrocute and stuff, like you have the in and out strategy. You just weave in, Night Harvest a guy, get out with the move speed, go back in. Is Conqueror like DPS though? It takes so long to get 6 stacks. It's more like bruiser builds. You need to have the tankiness to like survive to get 6 stacks, and then after you're at max stacks to be able to utilize it for a little while before one of you is dead. I liked Conqueror though when I tried it. At least top lane, it was really fun. It's kind of cool that like it stacks twice per auto for melee characters, and Akali's melee even if she's using her passive. That's kind of cool. Feels like you're exploiting it a little bit.
What's the matter?
I'm hanging from the roof.
Why?
Don't ask stupid questions. Come here. I've hung for almost half a minute. Bring me a ladder, quick.
Are you okay?
Yes, but my hands hurt. I hung here for almost a minute. Oh, that was scary. Bring me the frisbee. Yeah, come on. Now give the frisbee to me. Come on.
What's the matter?
This dog brought the frisbee to me, but she won't give it to me.
How many times has she brought the frisbee before?
Never. This is the first time.
That's your problem. You must teach her to give you the frisbee. She thinks you were just playing when you try to get it.
Oh. What time is it?
I don't know.
Who to play
Why
against
don't you ask
Akali?
that person
We
over
banned
there?
Zeroth. Wait a second. Who banned Zeroth? What the frick?
Okay.
Could go Ari or Lissandra.
Excuse me. Could you please tell me what time it is?
Perdón,
I'll try
no hablo
Lissandra.
inglés.
Oh, you speak Spanish. Okay. Por favor, ¿qué hora es?
Son las 2.
Gracias.
And definitely Ignite. Zeroth
Did you
rune's
find out?
probably good.
Yes, it's 2 o'clock. But she didn't speak English. She spoke Spanish. So I asked her in Spanish.
Spanish? Do you speak Spanish?
Yes, I can speak a little Spanish.
I didn't know that. How long have you spoken Spanish?
Well, I have spoken Spanish for about 10 years. Do you speak Spanish?
No, I don't.
Look at my new shorts.
They're nice.
Thanks. But I think maybe I paid too much for them.
How much did they cost?
They cost $35.
That's a lot. Have your shorts ever cost that much before?
No, they haven't. Do you think these shorts cost too much?
No, I don't think so. They look good, so I think they're worth it.
And then I went,
What do you see?
I see a person in a strange costume.
Yes, it's very strange. Have you ever seen a costume like that before?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Well, I saw someone wearing a gorilla costume once. That was strange. Look, one boy is floating and one boy is sinking.
I see. Why is that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you ask?
I will.
Every single video that guy does is, have you ever seen X before? Have you ever done Y before? Well, I did Y a week ago, and this didn't happen. Like, it's not actually very
Wait,
good
what?
English lessons. This guy teaches English, and so someone made like his short English lesson videos from like the 70s, and someone put the Oblivion music over it because it sounds like he's an NPC when he's talking. But I'm just realizing after having watched this for a few nights now, like every single like thing is the same. Have you ever seen shorts like that before? You ever seen a guy in a costume like it's like the stories I would write as a kid when you had to write a sentence, and I'd be like, I saw a tree, I saw a car, I saw a cat. It's like, make a sentence with tree in it. I saw a tree. And my parents would be like, you can't just keep doing that. Like, I feel like that's what this guy's English lessons are. Well, a week ago, yeah, maybe I'm on the spectrum or something, but I'm like, this is a simple solution. I hit a local minimum in my loss minimization. Like, look, Mom, I can make a sentence of anything. I saw some ice cream.
You went around talking like that.
No, it's just when I had assignments. I think I was just lazy ever since I was a kid.
Nah, I think that's normal.
Yeah.
I was saying probably just having a hard time starting on the Shadow Ref stuff, and I specifically remember that about stories too. When you had to write a story as a kid, it's like take me all day to start the story.
Yeah.
But then after it started, I'm not saying it was a good story, but after it started, then I could finish it, you know.
Right.
That was the worst though. There was a couple times where they're like, just write whatever you want. It's like, I don't want to write anything. I don't know.
Nice. I shouldn't have had to use my abilities there. I'm talking like the guy in the video. Well, I'd like not to have used my flash and my ignite, but this situation did require it. You ever seen shorts like those before? Well, yes. My neighbor last Tuesday was wearing shorts very similar to this. That's some good English lessons. The guy talks super funny. He talks literally like an NPC. Like, that's why the music fits so well. Oh wait, my friend on Discord now, he's not left-wing, he's super right-wing. I'm like a New York liberal, like a shit lib, globalist neo-lib.
Shit.
Yeah. There did used to be like the thing called like what like New York liberal, and it's actually what I am, where it's like, okay, like free market works, but like it doesn't really hurt to have centralized healthcare and whatnot. But like I don't really care if it's not optimal. But at the same time, it's not really as much about all the woke stuff. Unless you go to certain parts of Brooklyn, then that's like real bad. The most New York is like finance bros and like people like Samira, right? Who are probably like pretty serious about like global warming, but I mean they're not out there like taking their clothes off in the street about it and stuff. It's like, yeah, we should probably have like policies that like tax corporations more to help with global warming or whatnot. But I don't know. People just get so extreme. But there's extreme on both sides. You got like the QAnoners who are real whack, and then you've got, I don't know, the Antifa Chaz and whatnot. That was crazy.
I'm not extremely right-wing. I am the extreme right.
I am the fringe. Look at me. I have like no mana. Do I even want to be here? Do I want this? How many boys do we got down here? Oh, we don't have many boys at all. I just want to get out, actually. I'm thinking, get Akali. Well, Akali seems to be trapped. And we haven't killed her yet. Oh, no, never mind. She just tore him apart, okay. Alright then, I'm going home. Got nothing done. They're gonna be doing Baron. Oh shit. Never mind, I'm helping this guy out. I just spook him a bit. Give this guy some space to farm. Don't miss your CS though, dude. I'm gonna take him if you're gonna miss him. I think Volibear's on Dragon, but no one went to help him, so maybe not. Dragon's so tanky now. Hard to do it yourself. Actually, wait, I don't get Night Harvester on this lady. I get, whatchamacallit? Yeah, one of these, and some boots. Probably should have just shoved one more wave in the tower. Stayed mid. Denied Akali a wave of farm. But like, it's hard to tell how a fight's going to evolve. So I like to just roam and like be there in case someone walks up river with like 1 HP. Like you watch those videos of the coaches and stuff, and they're like, oh, it's always better to farm because it's guaranteed. You know, if you roam to a fight, it's not guaranteed how it'll play out. You could even die. Like, yeah, but I feel like I have such better luck when I like just play with my team and like go to the fights. Oh, I had a split second there to ultimate under tower, but I didn't level it in R quick enough. It'd have been
Because you're
dead.
not a normie, Matt. You don't need a coach.
Yeah. Well, like, I just feel like if you don't show up with your team, they're gonna all kill themselves for no reason and like feed the enemy team. So you gotta be there for them for that. I'll just hold alt now until my jungler comes. Well,
Spoken like a true carry.
yeah. You always use the ultimate when the jungler comes. Well. Oh shit, never mind, I'm fucking out of here.
I'm farming, man.
I'm farming here. Oh god, where's my comet? My comet wasn't ready for that. Please. Please. Oh man, there's a tussle going down a dragon and Akali's gonna be there before I can get there because I have to farm this wave or I'm gonna be screwed. So, good luck at dragon, guys. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Oh, Akali's so weak though, guys. Can I get anybody, please? Please, Trundle, please. Nobody wants this free kill something. I don't know if I'm strong enough even with Ignite. I don't think I have enough burst to get him. Got a freaking mana crystal. I feel like it'd be close though. Maybe with an auto or two if I chained my CC. But it's guaranteed if we had a friend. Bottom recalled. No point going there. Oh, wait, she roamed somewhere? Oh, she has to recall now. She hasn't recalled yet. Nah, not worth it, buddy. Not have enough mana. Energy is such a privilege, you get used to it and you're like, I can just stay in lane forever. You got mana again, you're like, ugh. She's hard shoving, so I should just farm this. Oh, Sam Harris, that podcaster, yeah. Sam Harris is amazing, actually. He's, like, super well-spoken, and his voice is, like, calming. Because he does meditation and stuff, he's just got, like, a calm spirit. And he's super smart. A little contrarian streak, which I like. Not too crazy about it, though. Holy shit, this guy's just taking all of my harass. What? Oh, is he just tilted? He's 0-3. I don't usually just eat that much harass for no reason. Coming, friend. Oh shit, never mind. Oh fuck. I don't think that's gonna finish him. He's got lifesteal. No. Close though. Oh, he got off the Herald? He could have finished it. Oliver was here for so long.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Lissandra's fun, but she's like so team dependent, not self-sufficient at all. If I ult somebody, they're dead immediately, but I probably don't have the damage on my own, unless they let me harass them a ton. Do we want the dragon? We made space for it. Do we want the Jhin? Ooh, Jhin's got to shut down. Well, but now there's two guys here. That's not cool. I feel like we can. We have the numbers. We have the numbers easy. Oh, nice stun there. Probably not worth focusing her. We should have focused the Akali, honestly. Akali's gonna ult me in about a second. He has R2 still, right? Yep, there it is. Nice, Jax. Holy shit, the Jax, that what the fuck? Oh, the heal missed. Did that heal miss? I think she healed the creep. So Senna's Q is targeted and it's that line heal. But she might have clicked a creep by accident and missed Jax. I don't know, I feel like that should have done it. He would have lived. Oh, Xerath was banned actually. Our support banned Xerath, but Lissandra's also just super good against Akali and super good in general. Like, she's such a team player. But she completely shuts down Akali. I could have gone Ahri, and Ahri does okay against Akali, but like, Lissandra's still better. I don't think we can catch her. He's slippery. I mean, I don't have ult, but neither does she. If Trundle wanted to. Oh, he's got a Jhin, you got a Jhin. Oh shit, he's gonna die though. Do we want this? Our Jax is fucking fed, that's the only reason I'm doing this. Oh, I've got ult soon, I've got ult soon. We can ult her if she comes over. Oh no, I just E'd too. I feel like we should have had her there. Had her in the ult. Oh well, I'll get dragon anyway. When she's in the popsicle, you gotta be laying it in her. Yeah, point and click stun is like invaluable. Like there, that should have honestly done it. I think if MF was a little quicker in her ult, maybe it wasn't out, or she didn't think quick enough, I don't know. But yeah, Akali was like one hit away. He's coming for you, look out. Look out!
An enemy has been slain.
Oh wow, he missed that. He's dead. Oh, I'll take that one for one. Nice, and it's on our AD carry too, that's huge. Okay, so they popped Herald, kinda wanna stay down here. I am cool to go in, if you want me to. Oh. Kill the Herald at least. I have so much threat here. Oh, our AD carry recalled. I guess he has to spend the Akali bounty. I think we win because our Jax is just super fed. I'll just stick to him. Trundle's shoving mid, so I'll take these. Help them out. Because the jungle creeps, I didn't know this, but apparently when the jungle creeps spawn, they have a fixed amount of golden experience. So if you don't farm your camps, like as soon as they come up, they're actually sitting there kind of stale, which is not good. So I just did
interesting.
I did him a solid by farming his drugs. He can have these though if he wants them. I think he's gonna let me have them.
Interesting. If you invade the enemy jungle, you're also partially refreshing their creeps to like a higher value.
True. You can leave one chicken alive so that it doesn't respawn until they go there and finally kill that little chicken. That's a strategy. But yeah, jungle's interesting because it's the only role where like the coach says, he has the best way of putting it. I've thought this before though. It's the only fountain that like is variable, right? So like the creep fountains always run. You know, this gold stream is always going at a fixed rate. But the jungle, you can get as much gold as you can clear it, right? Like you want to be clearing the camps as soon as they're up so you can maximize the gold to your team. You can't really do that with lane creeps. There's always going to be like another wave, right? You can only farm as many as the waves come.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So if you're a fast jungler with good game sense, and especially if you kill the enemy jungle, because then you have the timers on their jungle, so you know when their red is respawning because you killed it. And they don't know when it's coming up because unless they saw you kill it, unless it was warded, right? Then you can be there for next time. Like, yeah, there's so many high-level strategies you can do. Jungling is like chess.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
That game is actually surprisingly interesting.
Oh, I want this too, I want this too. Oh, he's so scared. Got his Gale Force. Okay, it's 4v3. Where's their fourth? Oh, Jax is dead. Oh shit, and Jax is like our number one guy too. That sucks. I don't think we can contest that then. We'll probably just split. Take some middle creeps. Yeah, I know, I'm leaving. You see where I'm going? I'm going the fuck out. I mean, she could do crazy shit to catch me, but I'll just ult her if she does. I'll ult her anyway. Look at this. It's free. Oh, she's dead. Look at that. It's free. It's free real estate. Oh, she went rocket belt too. What the fuck? Can probably afford to push more. The only people alive on their team are like super underwhelming. Oh, nice. That was close because if Aurelia went to all three of those chickens, she'd be like full power. Oh no, I don't think we can. We're missing like every objective. I gotta farm. They've got everybody up, freshly bought. I wouldn't, dude. Oh, actually, he's super fed. He has permission to do anything he wants. He's 13 and 5. It's like that card game Milburn, remember? Where you have like the... What was it? Where you got the gloves? Kuda something. You played Milburn with us, right, Drew?
Play what?
Milburns? Or... It's like that French game with the driving cars or whatever.
Yeah.
There's the 4 different superpowers you can get.
Oh, right. There's... You're like immune to speeding tickets.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What are
thinking.
you, like an ace driver or something?
Yeah, ace driver, that's what it's called. That's
Something
what
like
Jax
that.
is. Jax is an ace driver. He has permission to be going off doing reckless things by himself.
And... Or maybe it's
Ooh, that's
driving.
fancy.
I feel like they say it a certain way. But, yeah, and then there's the spare tire, right? Is that what it is? And then you can't get flat
Yeah,
tire?
the Creeves. Creve or some whatever. That was a good cleanse on Akali. I didn't even look that she took cleanse. It's smart against the Lensra to take cleanse, but yeah. Leap kills her in Shroud.
There must be one for the oil slicks, I want to say. I don't remember what that
Wait,
is.
was there oil slicks?
Oh,
It was out of gas, wasn't it? It was a fire truck one.
Extra, something like that.
He had the fire truck. I think he never ran out of gas for some reason, and he were immune to red lights.
Oh, if you're like an emergency vehicle.
Yeah, yeah.
Fire truck.
Get behind it. Get behind it enough. Oh my god. Dude. We killed Jin. Nah, he's got no shutdown. Nobody has a shutdown. Come on.
The game's like kind of fun, but it's also pretty stupid.
Yeah. It seems super like intricate at first, but it's actually pretty basic.
Yeah. That's how those card games are, though. They're all kind of like that.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Do we want this? Do we want this? Do we want this? Do we want it? Do we want it?
And reminds me of when we made our own RPG.
Yeah, Akali kind of
It's like
scares me.
Mostly you, I think, but that was super cool.
Yeah. Go get her, Jax. Go get her. Aha! Yeah, I made that like D&D style game that we didn't even get through like the introductory town and cave. But it was fun.
Yeah, did you have more to it, or was it like, I think maybe you didn't get that far or something?
No, there wasn't much made. I think it was like the first town and like the first cave and maybe a boss in that cave or something. It
Yeah.
was pretty basic. Still cool. Man, I actually did like a lot of game design as a kid. That and then the Teen Titans StarCraft map, and I made that grid, was not grid defense, but like, you remember that game mode where it was like a chessboard and you captured squares and it would constantly spawn stuff out of a bunker in the middle of that square?
Oh, you made one of those?
Yeah, I made one of those. It was super good, but then I accidentally like put a password on the file and like encrypted it and like couldn't get it back, so I lost it. And here's the thing, I have played it with like one group of people. So it was actually out there somewhere on Battle.net, because every custom game you play on Battle.net it downloads to your computer, right? So somebody's computer out there probably has that file on it and they could like get it back to them. Yeah, that was actually way more polished than my Teen Titans one. The Teen Titans mass map was also pretty good though. But man, I was nuts about game design back then. Memorized every StarCraft unit and its damage and armors and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, because like StarCraft 1 didn't have as many customization things you could do. So you could change the health and the damage of the units, but you couldn't change their damage type. So you'd have to understand, yeah, how that interplayed with the other units. And it's also, I don't know if that information was like directly available anywhere. Like everybody kind of knew it, but maybe it was in the paper guide thing, whatever it's called.
I think, yeah, because in game, I don't think it ever mentions heavy armor and light armor and stuff. Because you think, oh, dragoons and photon cannons do so much, like 20 damage, but it's actually like halved against battle cruisers and stuff, because battle cruisers have heavy armor, which is so weird that that's not like documented. I feel like even StarCraft players mostly don't know that. Damage is not the damage.
Somewhere, but it wasn't very, yeah, it wasn't really made explicitly obvious. Although units did have types. I think it was in the instruction booklet thing.
Oh yeah, like heavy types and light types.
Yeah, because they definitely had types. I don't know. I swear, I don't remember, I guess. At any rate, I don't know. I remember that Teen Titans map was cool, but those maps are also kind of stupid. So, I don't remember much else about it. Because, you know, you just keep playing and your units just level up, but so does everybody else's. And, yeah. I remember, I like the Golem maps better because you could spend your money on the random stuff and you start learning the combinations and figure out how to get the, I always wanted the carriers, I think. But those are kind of, yeah. Anyways, so that was interesting. But I think I revisited those maps like a few years ago. And I was like, man, this is not as fun as I remember.
Oh, no.
I think as a kid, you're just like kind of happy to watch everything blow up.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, something made those original custom games so fun, and everybody said it too, that the StarCraft 2 custom modes weren't as fun. And I don't know if it's because we had more freedom, or like the internet had just evolved, or what it was. But I think it really was just the early internet, because like, I don't know, just being in a game with other people chatting and stuff was so cool and unique. And then you're also sharing these maps and everything. I don't know, it's awesome.
There's also no real central. Well, actually, I think there were websites, but because of the way the internet worked, like you didn't necessarily know about those websites. There's no real central repository for these maps. You had to play with somebody who had that map
Oh yeah, that was the cool
in
part,
order
yeah.
to get. Yeah, and then if you like
It's like
deleted your
collecting
computer or
rare
something,
Pokemon cards.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you'd have to go find somebody who had the specific version of whatever that you wanted to play,
Right.
because there was some
Oh, they were
maps
all
where
versions. That was
better.
so funny. Like someone would release a new version of a popular map and it would just slowly permeate. You'd see more games hosted with the newer version. You're like, whoa.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool. I don't know. And the early internet was so fun.
and there were certain versions that weren't necessarily the newest that were better too.
Right.
I like the tower defense ones the best though. They're also
Yeah.
pretty stupid revisiting them because there's certain spots on the map that are like the high money earners. So if you put your units there, like there's totally a strategy where you just become the dominant player and everybody relies on you and they can basically just leave the game and you're going to win. So you end up shutting out most the other players from even playing the game. But when you're a kid and you don't know that, it's still fun.
Right. You always think I'm gonna pick the spot nobody thinks to pick, and it's gonna be good, I promise. But no, tower defense is usually like pretty min-maxed. The good tower
Yeah.
defense will have different types of units that come through, so that different spots are more optimal and different types of towers are more
Yeah.
optimal. Oh, stacking
that
was
was
so cool.
cool.
Remember stacking? It's like hacking the
Yeah.
game just to get the buildings to stack on top of each other.
Yeah, because that was
So
a key
fun.
turn. Like, yeah, you can't build a building on top of another building normally. But the thing is somehow the reason that worked was because you could see the building. But if the building was in the fog of war, you actually can place a building over. But the thing is, it would never be in the fog of war when you go to place the building because your unit will be able to see it.
Yeah.
So the trick was to disable allied vision to yourself, which is like, how is that even like they just left it in? Because I guess why would you do that?
I know.
But then it turns out there's this awesome, yeah, bug that you can exploit and create this whole new game type around it. That's why it's so cool because StarCraft 2 has these features built in, and you don't even
Yeah.
have to stack. You just level the towers up. It's all built in.
It's too sterile.
But
It's like all
yeah,
by the rules. Even the versioning and stuff, they have like a central repository of maps and everything. Ah, it's so sterile. It's like the Facebook, right? Like the original StarCraft was like
yeah.
4chan, right? It's
The
like the
barrier
free
to
internet.
entry is too low. Because like on the real one, the barrier to entry is not necessarily that high, because you can just throw your map out there, but it's not going to spread if the first person who plays it doesn't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas the central repository can just sit out there, and then anybody can find it and try it and hate it, which is just wasting everyone's time. Word of mouth is better in some sense, anyway.
I feel like Gen Z is really into that kind of thing. Like they're trying to bring back the old internet where stuff looks wacky and it's more about like small chat rooms and small groups and stuff, like real connection
Okay.
with fewer people instead of just these massive sterile sites like Facebook and Twitter. I actually do think there's
Yeah.
something to that. Like we're not crazy. It's not nostalgia. Like the internet actually was more fun back then. And it's partly that it was a new thing, but I think it was partly like the communities were real. People would just talk about like their favorite things. Now it's like,
Yeah.
why would I go talk about, music editing to someone who's way better than me, who's done professional YouTube videos and stuff? Like everything's been min-maxed already. So small communities feel kind of pointless, but they're still probably today more fun than Twitter and Facebook and stuff. I don't know, screaming into a void of everyone versus like having a small group of friends that you at least recognize people and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how our Discord is, even though everyone who participates, so it's not very many people, but we all know each other in real life. But,
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, Alden's right. Small Twitch streamers too. I think that's why people say they like watching small streamers, is because you have the same crew of people that'll like watch and you can make friends with them and stuff, which is true. I feel like there's still a better platform than Discord or Twitch for this. Like, could still be better. What is that?
Yeah.
What we're doing? Oh my god. It's crazy.
You know what's kind of like that is the surf community on Counter-Strike.
Oh yeah. That's the
Because
thing. Older games, right? Older games with like niche modes that very few people play passionately.
yeah, well,
Kinda
again,
cool.
it's also like an exploit of this weird quirk in the physics part of the game that allows this style to develop, which is super cool on its own. And then all these maps, like the older ones, are all kind of blocky and shitty and clunky. They're like classics, you know. There's actually a map called, or actually there's 2 maps called classics, like 1 and 2 or something, and
Oh,
it's really
nice.
just a collection of the classic surf maps that were short and clunky and stuff originally. But then over time, people learn how to do it better and everything, so the thing, you know, what you're moving on and everything is smoother and all this. And now there's some like really fucking artistic surf maps out there.
That's cool.
But anyway, so that's all cool. So that's what draws you in. But once you get a little bit good at it, and you can do like the medium surf maps, not that many people advance to that level. So then all of a sudden, the number of people on the server is a little bit lower, but also tends to be the same people. Because to get that good, you have to play it a lot, right? So it filters down to a smaller and smaller community of people. If you play on the hard ones, like half the people on there know each other's names, and this guy's a mod, and you know, like all this stuff. And they have roles, and like you get points for like beating the maps. Yeah, it's like, and they have, you know, websites and everything. It's pretty cool.
That is cool.
But unlike the still kind of lower levels, usually the servers would be pretty full. It's not like there's a lot of servers. You know, there's just the popular. Well, there's maybe a lot, but there's the popular ones that have all the players in. And it's like too cringe for me now because I'm too old. But they do like rap battles and stuff on there. It's pretty funny. They're not even rap battles. Just like for a while, people just randomly be like, "Hey, let's do a freestyle." Somebody have, because you can get software to run your computer audio into your mic, like internally, you know, in software, so that you could project it into the game, as if, you know, and it just sounds like, you know, as good as it can anyways. So somebody would do that with music, and yeah, somebody would rap over it.
That's amazing.
And it's like uber cringe, but it was also kind of cool. It's like, you know, they suck most of the time, and then sometimes they kind of don't quite completely suck, and you're like, oh wow, you know, like you kind of suck, but you know, it's really good effort. You know?
And this Silas is trying super hard. I don't know if it's because he checked me before game and so I have a million mastery, or if he's smurfing or what, but like, geez. Maybe I'm just ranking up too much again. Back in plat where people like try hard. Wait, why were they pinging me back? The jungler's bottom. I could have shoved another wave. Well. Oh well. Truth Social, yeah, it's the new small community. I feel like, yeah, quality of life from the internet, I don't know, sometimes I'm like, yeah, quality of life is so much higher, but then when I think like, am I really happier from scrolling Twitter every day? Not really. I guess I'm a little more informed about current events. Like, I already kind of had that from newspapers and stuff anyway, which were like, I don't know, they served a lot of the same purpose. I guess you can't talk to a newspaper about how many people read your tweets, right? Like, does that really matter?
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
There was a guy last night I was listening to who was talking about Web 1 versus Web 2 versus Web 3. He said Web 1 was like all just read, like you can't even type, and now Web 2 is about read write, so you can type comments and stuff. He said Web 3 is... Actually, I don't remember what he said Web 3 was. Web3 with Ponzi. Read write Ponzi. But like,
Right terms.
how many people actually benefit from being able to write to the internet? You know, like most people don't get more than 5 likes on any tweet they ever send in their life. So I don't know. Kind of weird. You feel like you have a voice, but actually you don't. It's like an illusion. You only really have a voice in like our small Discord because I know you guys are gonna read most of what I say. That's why small communities are coming back.
Yeah.
Like, well, shit, I'm not popular, but at least someone's reading what I type. Or you can try to game Twitter's algorithm and go viral, or YouTube's. Baking a roam right now. Let's see if this guy uses his abilities. We got Kane coming around. See if Kane wants it. I'm down. Let's see him use his E though. No? Oh wow, that was a cool Kane ult. Gotta hand it to him. I didn't even see what happened there. I thought Kane ulted him, but then I'm like, wait, that's the wrong body to be inside the other body. I'm like, oh, he stole the Kane ult. That was pretty clutch. I just always expect him to steal Akali ult, because Akali ult works so well on Silas. He's an original thinker.
I just realized you didn't know that Charles was doing the workflow stuff, and he was just joking the other day that he sends you his MRs for server tests, but you probably don't even read them.
I just
And
merge it.
I got
Yeah.
one of them. I got one of them open here, and it's all workflow stuff.
Oh,
Like
nice.
A bunch of
I mean, I open them, like I'll open and I'll see like 15 new files. I'm like, okay, sure, cool. Like, I don't see myself using any of this immediately, but like, great.
Yeah. You just assume it has something to do with whatever he's testing.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, if you guys want anything in server test, you can just have it. Like, I don't know. It's not that critical of a repo where we need to be like picky about what goes in.
Yeah.
Look how hard this guy is trying. Jesus Christ. Oh, that cube barely hit me too. I have another Garen. I think this is like the 3rd game in a row we've had a Garen top. I love it. Real exciting stuff. Oh yeah, social media ruined bar interactions too. Also, I feel like if you're on social media a lot, you have less energy for just conversation like at the bar. I feel like most people have like a meter of how much socializing they can do, and if you're screaming into the void and being mad about other people's Twitter threads, and it depletes you. Oof. Well, Dragon's not there. We got that going for us, which is nice. Oh, we just got back to lane. What am I supposed to do? I don't have ult.
Do you have a level 60 night elf on Ijal?
And there was a guy at DV1 who got so into WoW Classic. I had fun for like a week or two. It was actually really fun for a week or two. But then I'm like, nah.
It says Time Lord, make it. Dogs.
Oh, hi, Diana. I have a good CS lead. But it just feels like nothing's happening. Dan is gonna come back around, I think. Probably stay near the bottom bush because she would come out up top if she can. Do it! Steel melt! Man, his freaking E lifesteal is so bonkers. He's gonna get wrecked. One Silas E and he's half health again. Diana's coming too, dude. I wouldn't. I wouldn't, buddy. Oh lord.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh yeah, online dating makes people stay indoors. I guess Gen Z just stays indoors anyway. Like, I don't know. There's so many relationships now that are just online only. Like texting, Snapchatting. People don't really... I don't know. I'm sure like some people still go out on dates. Just weird. And then people keep saying, oh, it's just gonna get more and more like this, like until we're in the metaverse and all dating happens on the metaverse and stuff. But I don't think that's actually true. Like the metaverse is a worse enough experience where that's not gonna happen.
Why would you want to date on the metaverse?
I
That's
know.
fucking stupid.
Imagine going to a restaurant in the metaverse and you can't eat the food. Like, what's the point, right? You can't get a drink. You can't feel like
Imagine
the wind.
looking into the eyes of your significant other's emoji. Like, really?
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, that's romantic.
Push you for? Fuck that.
Right. I think so much of the metaverse is just dumb.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh lordy, I want to kill this guy, but he's not gonna give me the chance. He's trying too hard. He's like, I have less health. I'm not gonna come close to you.
Enemy is godlike.
Is he roaming? Really?
Been slain.
Careful. Careful, bros. Careful. My broskies. My broskies. You got... Dude, come on. What are you there? What the frick are you doing? Oh lord. You want me to kill the Blitzcrank? Is that even worth it? That's probably not even worth the flash ult, honestly. Oh, I missed my E. Ooh, close. Let's see if we can get it. Is his E quicker than my E? That's the question now, right? He knows I'll be here, right? He knows that. Ah, it's no ward. There's no ward. Do you think he would blind E? Probably not. He knew. He doesn't even have it warded, but he knew I would try E because he knows I'm going to be in this bush. Well, he's not going to try it a second time. So I may as well go. Oh, that was good. Oh, so close to that passive. Actually, I probably could have just queued again. I think I have the energy. I don't expect to have the energy for a second Q, but it's actually longer range than my passive. Oh my god, our bottom lane again. Third game in a row where the bottom's like 1 and 9. That's okay, we can shut down Lucian. Easy. Land a Q, no! If he landed that Q stun, then that was a free kill. We'd have had it. That's fine. 2 for 1 is okay. I try dating with avatars if you're both ugly? Maybe. Bro, I said anybody can be beautiful. I didn't say everybody will be beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I can sympathize with that idea, but I don't know. Could also just not be a neckbeard, you know?
Yeah. I'm remembering now, because I bumped in my DB1 coworker today, but like so many people at DB1 are like super ripped, but they're like nerds. And they're not exactly like super attractive people, but they're all like massively ripped. I think it brings you up to at least like a 6 out of 10, like if you got good muscles going on. Yeah. Do we want? Do we want? Do we want? Do we want? Get me! No. It's always nice to try bait out some spells. Yeah, Diana's gonna kill me. Can't kill the ward. Is that ours? Wow, that was a great stun. I don't think we can get him though. But we're doing pretty good. I think with Garen we have the BS we need to win. Sivir's fed again. Oh no, he got grabbed. Good lord. Do I want to try this? Oh, almost got him too with my R2. Execute. Oh, it's better than dying death. That was. Let's see, it's pretty much all Lucian. Everyone's doing garbage except Lucian, so just focus in. Oh no. That's a lot of people mid. Oh man, this is 5v2. Lordy. 1,000! That's worth it. Careful for Blitzhook, oh god. This is messy. Got the prime target. Got Silas too. The two most important people. Now we can shove mid, I guess. Maybe Baron actually.
An ally has been
Why did we stay? What are we doing? God.
killed.
Oh man.
Ally has been slain.
What?
Oh shit, I'm dead. No, don't grab. Oh! At least it's on Blitzcrank. They're going straight to Baron, holy cow. I thought they'd recall the shop after bottom. We need to kill Lucian first. Lucian. Oh nice, we got the kill ult on the Lucian, that's good. Oh, I wish I had hourglass. Oh, Garen. Wait, what got Garen weak? Did he solo somebody? Diana? Yeah. Wow, that flash. Kinda need Garen, guys. Garen or Kane. Oh wait, the dragon? Yeah, I guess the dragon, sure. Huge! Let's go, boys!
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up! Wow, Kane's down there 1v5ing, what? Almost. I got the blue potion for extra true damage to towers. See the blue animation? That's from the sorcery elixir. I guess it works on inhibitor too. Thought it was only towers, but maybe not. Oh shit, we've been grabbed. Oh, nice ult though.
Bad day.
Oh, the tag. Oh no. Nice. Bad day for what?
for the enemy team
Yeah, I know. That
coming out of spawn, and before they could do anything about it, their second tower fell, and they're just
just
messing
fucked.
with it.
I'm glad we pushed to end that because I don't know. I was feeling sketched out for a lot of that game. Like our bottom was 4 and 18. It's like pretty bad. Their Silas was trying super hard in lane. In team fights, he was alright. I had the most damage. By far, actually. Holy shit, I had a lot of damage. I think you can go to the graphs. Whew, look at that damage. Nothing but fighting. Constantly. Our Garen really carried it though. He kept distracting him, like pulling him top lane and then running away, and pulling him top lane and running away. Yeah, no Lich Bane that one. Probably should have. I was wishing I had it for a couple towers there, but I don't know. I'll like alternate between Shadow Flame and Lich Bane. It usually depends, honestly, like how much gold I have first back. Because if I have 1,050 first back, it's definitely more worth it. Like you always want to spend all of your gold, right, before you go back to lane. So you may as well get the Hex Tech alternator, that burst damage thing that builds into Night Harvester. So I'll usually get that if I can. Otherwise I'll get Sheen. I don't know why I got Shadow Flame. I think maybe the tankiness for Silas. Like it has 300 health or something. I don't know. It's like a gut instinct thing. I don't even think about why I'm buying certain items.
Yes, it is.
The Sheen first back seems like
Yes, it
really
has.
strong.
Did it shine yesterday?
Yes, it did. It shone in the morning, but not in the afternoon.
Night Harvester. I love buying Night Harvester. It's so fun. You get such a big power spike.
I'm reading a good book. It's called Just So Stories.
Have you read the Jungle Book?
Yes, I have read it. It was good.
When did you read it?
I read it last year.
What did you find?
Wow, I found $2.
You're lucky.
Yes, I've never found $2 before.
Have you ever found any money before?
Yes, I have. I often find a little money, but I've never found this much money before.
Is he still sleeping?
Yes, he is.
Day by
He
day.
slept badly
I
at
found
home last
$2.
night,
Yeah.
so he's sleeping here now.
How long has he slept?
He's slept for 3 hours.
What are you doing?
I'm sweeping the walk.
Is it very dirty?
Yes, it is. I've swept it 3 times this week because it's been dirty.
When did you last sweep it?
On Thursday. I last swept it on Thursday. Oh, my arm hurts. I've held this jack for 15 minutes. Here, you hold it.
I held it this morning.
I don't care. I've held it too long. I want you to hold it.
What?
Where are you driving your car?
I'm driving to the supermarket.
Do you usually drive your car there?
No, I usually ride my bicycle. I've driven my car to the supermarket only 2 times this month.
When did you last drive there?
I drove there on Monday when it rained.
It's like oddly specific information.
Everything is like, when did you last X?
Hey, are you eating my lunch?
No, I'm not. I'm eating my lunch.
Well, somebody has eaten it. I don't see it anywhere.
I didn't eat it.
Somebody ate it yesterday too. Was it you?
No, it wasn't. I ate my lunch yesterday.
Where do you... What?
I hear something.
What do you hear?
I don't hear it now.
What did you hear?
I heard a plane.
Have you heard planes before?
Yes. I've heard several planes before.
That's not strange. There's an airport near here. What are you drawing?
I'm drawing a picture of a face.
What
this
is
your
this?
first picture?
No, I've drawn 2 pictures before.
It's for learning English. This guy
When
teaches
did you
English.
draw them?
I drew them early this morning.
I think people have a bad accent, but they really just learned English on this stuff.
Yeah. The menu. Oh my god.
Have you given back my book yet?
Yes, I have.
Well, I can't find it. When did you give it back to me?
I gave it back to you on Tuesday. What did you do with it after that?
Oh, I remember. I gave it to my friend, Sam.
Good. You know, I'm always very careful to give back the things I borrow.
Yes, I know. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking apple juice.
Have you ever drunk pear juice?
Yes, I drank pear juice last month.
Did you drink any apple juice last month too?
Yes, I drank some apple juice last month, but mostly I drank pear juice.
Hey, stop that. Cut it out.
But I'm just sliding. It's fun.
But you might get hurt.
I won't get hurt,
A girl slid on this floor last month and got hurt.
but not me. I've slid on floors since I was 3 years old. I know how to do it. Watch.
Since I was 30 years old.
Yes. What are you doing?
I'm buying bread.
You are in the
This
right
is why
place.
America's
This
better
is a
than
good
everywhere else.
bakery.
It's only the most
Have
tenacious
you
foreigner
ever
could
bought
manage
bread
to
here
make it through
before?
this lesson.
Yes, I have. Many times. Hey, look at that bread.
This bread?
Yes. I bought bread like that here last week. It's good quality. You should buy some.
Okay, good idea. Come on in. We'll watch some TV.
You know what this
What
reminds me of? This
happened?
reminds me of the training stuff that Pizza Hut had me watch.
Yeah.
What?
Oh
It
god,
was
this
This?
not
so
quite
degrading.
this
Steal
bad.
anything?
Yeah, but it was pretty damn
Aye.
close.
Yes. He stole my record player. And my TV. Now we can't watch TV.
This is terrible.
Why me? Nobody has ever stolen anything from me before. I'm not rich.
You'd better call the police.
Oh, you're right. Hello, police? I'm not sure I want to eat this.
And how many numbers did he
Go
dial
on.
there? Who's he?
Bite it.
Who's he
You've
actually
never
calling?
tasted a sandwich like this before. It's good.
Well, okay. Okay, I've bitten it.
Yes, yes, now chew it.
All right. I'm chewing it.
You bit it, you chewed it, now you know. Isn't it good?
He's like a retarded Truman Show.
Well, you were right. It isn't like any sandwich I've tasted before.
Yes, yes, another bite. Bite it again.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Bill. How are you?
Fine, thanks. I want to invite you to dinner tomorrow night. Can you come?
Yes, I'd be happy to. What time?
Can you come at 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock? Are you sure I should come so early? I've come at 6 o'clock before to find the door locked, and you still at work.
But you came at 6 o'clock last Monday, and I was here.
But that was a holiday. You didn't work.
You know what? I don't. Has there been
You're
anybody
right.
else? He
Okay,
might be the only
please
person
come at
in
7
the
o'clock.
asylum.
Is that
Yeah.
better?
Yes, it is. I'll see you at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
There. Now it's your turn.
Here's my play.
Ah, I've won.
You have? How did you win?
Well, look.
You're right. Good playing.
Thanks. But you
I feel like he's
still
playing
won
a
most
card
of the
game. There
games
should
tonight.
be a person right
Well,
there, but
yes,
there's not.
I have. But you won
I think
that
there's
hard
like
game last
something way deeper going on here.
But that was just luck. Yeah. Hey! All right.
What happened?
My team beat the other team.
Really?
Yes. They've beaten every team they've played this year.
Wow.
I think they could beat any team if they play like they played tonight. Yay!
Oh my gosh.
What are you cooking?
I'm cooking chicken and steak on a grill.
It smells good. Tell me, how did you start the fire?
This fire? First, I put charcoal in the grill. Then, I put lighter fluid on the charcoal.
This is getting dangerous.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't trust this
I
guy's
lit the
fire
charcoal
safety.
with a match.
Did you light it in one place or in many places?
I lit it in many places. I've always lit it in many places, so it would burn in many places.
Brilliant.
Look at those birds.
They're flying very high.
Something like
they are.
tragically
Where
bad
did they
happened
flown
at
from?
any moment
They've
now.
flown from the
This would
north
be the
part of
perfect
the
horror
United
movie.
States.
And where are they flying to?
I don't know. More birds flew over this place last year. There aren't so many this year. I wonder where the others are. Hi,
What do you have there?
I have some oranges.
May I have one?
Sure. Here. Have more than one.
Gee, thanks. Now how many have you kept?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oranges. So enjoy your 4 oranges.
4? Wait a minute. You gave me only 3.
But I have 9 oranges, and I kept 5,
Bastard.
so you must have 4.
But I don't. I have 3.
3 plus 5 equals 8. Where's my other orange? Did they cheat me at the store?
Look in the bag.
Oh. Here it is. I have it.
Good.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Hey, you're leaving early today.
No, I'm not. I usually leave
How
at
long
this
does
time.
this go for?
What time is it now?
It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, this
What
is a
time did you leave
24/7 live
yesterday?
stream of all
I
of his
left at 9
videos.
o'clock.
So you're early today, right?
No, I've left at 8 o'clock every morning this month. But yesterday was different. Yesterday was a holiday, so I left the house late.
Oh, I see.
I've left at 8 o'clock every day this month.
Do you swim here?
This one.
I always leave at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Until minions spawn.
Have you always left at 8 o'clock? Well, last week I left at 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, this doesn't really teach you any better English. It's the same thing over and over. Same phrasing.
What guy are you playing?
Volley bear.
Uh,
We needed a tank. I'm the only one. Volley bear is so strong right now. I've literally never like played him before. And then I started and I have like a 66% win rate on like 40 games or something now.
huh?
It's just that strong. Will he die? Yeah, he did. You okay there, buddy? I think he's fine. Ah, my chickens. Ah, my red bull. I didn't take my Krugs, so I guess I'll just take those while I'm here.
Were there chickens there yesterday?
I always farm my chickens at the same spot every day. So like, what you're supposed to do when that happens is I will go take his red. But they did not leave me a ward so that I would know he was taking my red. I'm here, dude, if you wanna rumble. Oh dude, let's kill him when he's taking the freaking Shmeebops. Dude. Help me here, boys. Help me. Well, I mean, we got his flash, I guess. That's some. I'll go down here. He's gonna follow me to it, so Nautilus might come help him. We will see. If Nautilus comes, him and Echo could 2v1 me for sure. Oh, we're good. I don't want to contest his red because he'll be freshly bought. That's why you need a ward. Yeah, because then I just do blue-red instead of doing blue-red. Like the same, just doing vertical clears. Oh, poor Tryndamere got counterpicked by Teemo. That's rough. Do you always play Teemo against Tryndamere?
Correction. I always play Teemo.
Well, I played Teemo against Tryndamere last week, and I beat him. So I will try it again. Oh, nice bottom. Oh, we got some guys who can do some work over here. Oh shit, boys, I'm all about this. Let's go, let's get him. Oh, we're not letting him get away. No, 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 no. Oh, that was sick. Totally predicted he'd run that way. Got him with the lightning. Thunderclap. Hey Vlad, help me. Help me. Didn't care. I mean, if Vlad came, this would be like in the bag. Without Vlad, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 6, so he's got to escape. And he might have a ward here. Oh. Oh. Guys, let's make use of this pink. Oh shit, Vlad. Did he? I guess he can't pull that Zed pop, can he? That's a shame. I wish I was 6. We could dive, dive, dive. Oh no shit. Fuck, I'm sorry. Wasn't looking. I'll leave his chickens.
An enemy has been slain.
I think the minions might have seen me go in here. That or they have a ward. Got his flash. Oh, I missed the tower with that. Darn. They'll just grapple to the wall and get away. he going to? Oh, good. I was like, please don't. Probably magic resist boots. And yeah.
Hey guys, how are you? Should you be concerned about what or which programming language is going to be huge in the next 5 years? This is something I saw on the interwebs. People are concerned about it. If you are a professional developer, you can pivot from language A to B to C to from. So, it's like being concerned about, as a writer, what pen is going to be popular in 5 years. Oh my God, is this pen going to be popular, or is it going to be Bic, or is it going to be Chic? I don't know, whatever pen manufacturers are out there. You get the idea. Be concerned about what language is popular or not in the next 5 years, which you should be doing now. Concentrate on your fundamentals and look around at the job market and see what the jobs are like. See what's out there. You want to learn your fundamental first before you start looking at jobs. Why? Because right now, as a beginner, if you are a beginner, you don't really understand what you're getting yourself into as a coder. You don't know what it means to be a Java coder versus a C# coder versus a JavaScript coder. There are differences. There are differences in terms of the type of work you would do. There are differences in the type of companies you work for. For example, in Java, C#, typically, not always the case, but typically you'd be working for very large organizations, think big banks or something. And so you'd be working on a lot of older systems, legacy systems. You'd be working on projects that may take 1 or 2 years to complete. Whereas on the other hand, if you were doing PHP projects, you'd probably be doing a lot of small business projects, a lot of little gigs that will be done in 2 to 3 weeks, if not just a week or two. It's a different type of development, it's a different type of lifestyle. When you're working for a very large organization, it's a totally different lifestyle if you're working for a small startup or you're freelancing. Now, whether you work for a large business or a small business, whether you're doing Java or PHP or Python, not one is necessarily better than the other. It's circumstantial. A, what do you want to do? B, the type of the business that you're working for. You have some businesses that it's just fun to work with or work for, and other places not so fun. So again, to recap, do you need to be concerned about what language is going to explode in popularity in 5 years? No, it's irrelevant if you're a professional developer. Here's the other point. Languages have plateaued, technologies have plateaued.
Does Volibear start healing after like a few seconds of not being attacked or something?
It's all job specific.
I think so.
And things have not really changed much, I would say, in terms of development
No.
over the last 8-10 years. It's pretty static in terms of the languages and libraries and frameworks. It's pretty static stuff.
He used to, when he was low, get like a lot of healing.
A long time. If you look at the top 10 most popular languages today, C, C++, Java, JavaScript, PHP,
Should we try this? Should we do something stupid over here? I got my out ready.
These are all languages been around for 25 years.
How stupid does this guy
They're not going
wanna be?
anywhere. Why aren't they going anywhere?
I need to
Because
see
the languages
SW.
and
Oh shit.
technologies
Oh
that
shit.
we
Oh shit. Oh
build
shit.
software these days have pretty much plateaued in terms of the efficiencies and capabilities. Back in the 90s, when I started developing, when I started writing code back in the early 90s, yes, in those days you saw a lot of changes, a lot of radical changes, because it was still early days in terms of the life cycle of
like the Nautilus is a shutdown for some reason.
especially when it came to the web. Web was so new. Well, web was new. So things changed quite a bit because people in the industry were still trying to figure out how to approach it. So every 6 months, well, every year or so, depending, something new would come out, which was significant. But that all changed, I would say, around 2012. 2012, I think, it was the last big change in the software development world where HTML5 started to really dominate, and Flash got killed by Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs killed Flash in 2010. But yeah, that is basically it. So don't be so concerned about the new hot language or what language will be popular in 5 years for reasons I just outlined. You want to learn more? You like the idea of being mentored by somebody who's been in the game for only 8 years? I teach you how to be professional software developers. I don't just teach you how to code.
Oh, the Teemo Shroom gave him vision. That sucks. Or maybe not. It's not coming anymore. This guy's got a massive shutdown. We should get him if we can. I want this freaking Nautilus. Get him to me. Wide ticket, nice. Oh shit, not the Nautilus though, never mind. Just kidding. He's got no ult or anything. Should be easy. Oh, the mushroom. No, the team of mushroom. Dang. Oh, January's going ham up there at least.
Jeez, it's later than I realized. I should probably go.
Alright, man. I'll see you.
Catch you later, dude.
What do we get out of that? Can't take Baron. Power maybe? Almost. Another shroom.
An ally has been slain.